What is going on, YouTube? Sense of Wrath here, and welcome to another one of my videos. This particular one is a hardcore team deathmatch variety pack, if you will. I had a subscriber, an old friend from back then, asked me, you know, what are you doing? Haven't seen you on your old roots doing any hardcore team deathmatches. Well, told him, you know, they're not as popular. People don't want to see them as much, but you know, I felt he's right, and I went ahead and put a little variety pack together. Basically, we're looking at multiple different weapons, multiple different maps, each one a few minutes long, and I hope you guys enjoy it. It's good stuff. I enjoyed going back to do some hardcore team deathmatch. It was actually kind of fun. Yeah, you do see those guys in the corners with their claymores, but you know, I found that they're actually on any game mode, really, because some people just don't have the skill. Anyways, moving on. This is my 10th video. And with that being said, I want to thank everybody that has viewed my channel. All of my subscribers, I want to thank you guys for dropping by. You know, when I do get up to the 100 mark, I am planning on doing like everybody else does, you know, throw a little competition out there, have some fun with it. We all know Black Ops is on its last leg, and Modern Warfare 3 is right around the corner. We're looking at, what, 3 weeks, I think it is, something like that. And me personally, I can't wait. I can't wait for the new stuff. I'm looking forward to COD Elite. To see how I can incorporate that in my videos, because I'm looking for the next best thing, improve my videos, something that you guys can enjoy, something I really love doing this. I really love editing. It's actually more fun to me, I found, to edit the videos now and just do new things and make the videos interesting and fun than it is actually play them at this point with, you know, with Black Ops. And you know, let me know. One of the big things I want to know is, by the way, sound effects. That's one thing I'm looking for. I am looking for a nice website with a good variety of sound effects. I want to incorporate sometimes some music, maybe. Also, you know all the different sound effects you find throughout people's videos. That's what I'm looking for. And if anybody out there, anybody that's in YouTube themselves, that knows where to find a good internet website for that I can download free sound effects from, please let me know, because I am quite interested, so I can do some improvements to my videos. And hopefully there's somebody out there has some ideas for that. Now, the main reason I made this video, I wanted to have you guys input. I'm looking to purchase a new car, and I'm torn between two vehicles right now. The brand new 2011 Ford Explorer and the brand new Toyota Highlander 2011. I am a family man. I have a wife and a beautiful daughter, so I'm looking at SUV. You know, my wife was trying to talk me into a minivan, but I am not that old, and I'm really not considering that. You know, even though some of these minivans they got nowadays, they're sweet, either way you put it. Well, here's my history of vehicles. Okay, I started out in high school with a '78 Buick LeSabre Limited. Okay, had that car for, we're talking months here. Head gasket blew. Wasn't too happy about that, but when something like that happens when you're in high school, you can't afford to do that kind of engine maintenance. So that car was pretty much garbage for me. After that, I got an '85 Silverado. Enjoyed that car. She was on her last leg as well when I got her, and eventually I pretty much kept her throughout high school and ended up joining the Navy. Once I joined the Navy, I actually bought my first vehicle from an actual dealer, which was a '94 Nissan Altima. That car did me really good. The only problem that I had with that vehicle, and it actually is shown as a track record for the earlier years of the Altimas, was the brakes. Every two years or so, you'd have to replace your brakes. Every 1 year almost, it was, I think. They start squeaking imminently. I had that car. I ran into the ground, 140,000 miles. Then eventually I said, you know, I'm moving up in rank. I'm making more money. I'm still a single guy this time. You know, I want something new, something nice and sporty, and yeah, well, this isn't really that sporty, but I also I was level-headed with everything in terms of insurance. So one thing I looked at, 4 doors. Yeah, well, I went and bought a 2001 Pontiac Grand Am GT1, fully loaded with leather, the whole 9 yards, nice trim. The car was beautiful, drove well. I enjoyed it on the roads, on the highways, but I didn't have it too long, because basically within the first year, the molding on the outside started coming off. At one point, I couldn't even get out of my driver's side of my car because the molding on the leading edge started pulling off, and when I opened the door, it got caught in the front left fender. So that happened. Then my seatbelt sensor went out, my oil sensor went out, and overall, this is a continuation of things that happened. So, oh yeah, not to mention the first vehicle. When I first bought the Grand Am, I drove it going about 40 miles per hour, and all of a sudden, the whole thing just died. All the lights came on. I had the car maybe for 6 days at this point, and what happened is the camshaft dropped, I guess, and punctured like golf ball size holes inside the pistons. So the dealership offered me to either replace my engine or get a brand new car. I went with a brand new car. The car that I was talking about with the molding, that was that second one. So I wasn't too happy with Pontiac. Immediately got rid of that. My not so good experience with American vehicle. And then I bought another brand new car, a 2002 Nissan Pathfinder. Loved it. Never had a single problem with the car, except for the fact that I was still single, and I have no clue why I bought a SUV. You know how it is when you're a single guy. You're out there, you want to hit the roads, you want to hit the gas pedal. Yeah, that wasn't happening with that car. Only had that car for a couple of years, and I went back because I never had a problem. I had my first car being an Altima, and I ran 140,000 miles. My second car being my fifth car, basically fourth or fifth car, being another Nissan, wouldn't have no problem with it. I went back to a Nissan dealership again, and I bought a 2004 Nissan Maxima. This car I had for basically, I still have the car. Okay, it's a 2004. I bought it brand new, and now it's 2011. It's time for me to get something new. This car I never had a single problem with either. One thing I can say about Nissan, they make a great product. You guys might have a different experience. For me, I've never had a problem with it. Bought this car, had it throughout getting married 4 or 5 years ago, and decided, we need a second car for the family. And since the Maxima was a good-sized vehicle at this time, pretty much gave that car to my wife, and I bought a small 05 Mazda 3 used. Another thing with this Mazda 3, I never had a single problem with it. I bought this car used, and she still runs like a champ. We're not talking all the technology that is in the Maxima. We're not talking navigation, none of that happy jive. The Mazda 3 was fully loaded leather, the whole 9-yard 6-disc CD changer, 2.3 model. Love it. I still have it today as well, and I'm probably gonna have it for a while because it's a great little car. It's great on gas mileage. It's beautiful for getting to and from work. And if you hit the gas pedal just right, you get quite a bit of zip out of it. Now, what am I considering for cars? If you guys, if you guys would please put your input in, let me know what you think. I'm gonna mention the two cars I'm considering again, but I am considering price, of course. That's what you got to do when you're in the military, when you have a family. You got to consider price. Resale value is a big thing to me, because the thing was with that, the Pontiac and stuff like that. You got to get your money back. Eventually, you have to consider resale value. Gas mileage, of course, is a big thing, especially today's economy and the way, we're talking $3 and something for just mid-grade. Got to consider that. I like to have leather. That's another big one to me. Any of you fathers out there, or any of you mothers out there that are watching this video, if you have a little one, if you have cloth seats, you're asking for trouble. And so definitely want to look for leather. I want to be able to wipe that up right away. And then of course you got the options and features. I'm not too wild. I don't have to have the great fancy stuff. I'm not into that. I don't need that anymore. But having nice features is definitely a big plus. So the two cars I was considering, of course, is the Ford Explorer and the Toyota Highlander. Drove both of them. Both great turning radius, gas mileage average. Not the greatest thing in the world. Toyota Highlander, upgrade from last year, just the lights basically, inside is the same. However, for the money I'm looking to spend, we're looking into the mid-30s. I can get leather in the Highlander. I don't want GPS, I don't need that anymore. I know where I live now. The Ford Explorer, I can get all the good fancy stuff with a touchscreen, the whole 9 yards, for an additional $3,000-4,000. If I want leather in the car, I'm looking at nearly in the 40s. That's it's kind of out of my price range. But my question to you guys is, should I swallow my pride? The one thing that downfall that I found with Explorers, the second row of seats where my daughter would sit, it does not move. I put my wife in the back of the car, and her legs were basically crushed. Okay. Well, that's what I'm looking at. Let me know what you guys think, and please feel free comment on it. rate this video if you want to, and if you like what you're seeing, please feel free to subscribe. There's definitely more to come. Alright, well, this video is about to come to a wrap here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Any of you hardcore team deathmatch fans, you know, hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys take good care of yourselves and have a great weekend.